Players, coaches, and owners have all said men identifying as women should be welcomed into the league, which Enes Kanter-Freedom and Royce White are calling out by declaring for the WNBA draft.
Okay, hold on. This is brilliant. The activists running these leagues spent years telling us that biological reality does not matter. They told us that anyone who identifies as a woman should be allowed to dominate female sports. So two conservative athletes decided to call their bluff. As they just reported on the broadcast, Enes Kanter-Freedom and Royce White are offering to join the league. They are daring the executives to look them in the eye and say no. But listen to what this actually means for the players.
Shannon, it's the WNBA, the Women's National Basketball Association. All they have to do is adopt the same standards as the Women's Tennis Association, the NCAA, the Olympics, and test one time to prove that it's all women. If it's not the WNBA, then it becomes a
There it is, a unisex league. That is exactly what they are building right in front of us. You cannot have a women's league if you refuse to prove that your players are women. It is a very simple concept. The Olympics and the NCAA figured it out. But these activists are so terrified of the woke mob that they would rather destroy their own sport than admit the truth. And the financial reality of this is even more insane. Watch this next part closely.
Sex league. Here's a fact for you from a pure economic perspective. The G League, which is the minor league of the NBA, the average player makes $45,000 a year. The average WNBA player makes $500,000.
Did you catch those numbers? The minor league guys make $45,000, but according to the broadcast, the women's league average is $500,000. That is a massive difference. We are talking about life-changing money for players who are struggling to make a roster. The progressive left built a massive financial loophole, and now they are shocked that people are pointing it out. Travis just exposed the exact reason this is all going to collapse. Read those words again.
A year. There's a lot of people watching us right now that would raise their right hand, Shannon, and say, I identify as a man or a woman if identifying as a different gender got you 10 times
the salary. Tell me I am wrong in the comments, but I think we are about to see a lot of mediocre male athletes suddenly discover a new identity. If you create a system that rewards people for gaming the rules, do not be surprised when they do it. The entire foundation of their argument is falling apart on national television, and the leaders of this organization have backed themselves into a corner they cannot escape. Listen to how bad it really is.
The salary? This is why the WNBA is in crisis. The fact that they can have a meeting with all their league leaders and they can't come up with a basic definition.
They cannot even define the word. They have a room full of highly paid executives, and not one of them can tell you what a woman is. That is not just a crisis, that is complete ideological capture. Enes and Royce did not just make a point. They exposed a multi-million-dollar organization as a total joke. The activists played games with biology, and now they are losing their own league. Make sure you check out my previous video where we cover more of this.